What's going on, you guys? Paul here with Paul's Performance, and welcome back to the channel. On today's video, I'm going to be going over one of the many systems that I had to do for my TDI swap. Today's video is going to be on my exhaust system. So we're going to go over my setup of what I have, just to show you guys how I got the exhaust ran, because I do have mine ran all the way out the back. I know a lot of people, when they do swaps, they'll just run it straight up through the hood, but I wanted mine to be more of a daily driver, so I actually ran mine to the back. So I'm going to show you my setup. So let's get under the hood and underneath the truck and check it out. So first we're going to start under the hood at the turbo where the exhaust hooks up. So what I did for the hookup there, I have the stock turbo that come in the car still installed. I haven't upgraded yet, and the Volkswagen exhaust hooks up to the turbo with a flange, has the 3 studs and nuts that bolted on. So I took that flange off and I cut it off of the car. Once I took it off, where the flange is that attaches to the turbo, I cut it down to about 2 inches of just straight pipe before it makes the bend in the car, and that gave me the flange. Then I bought a universal 2-inch exhaust kit that come with like a bunch of 45s, 90s, and straight pieces, because I knew I was going to have to build the whole exhaust, obviously. I took a 45 and put the 45 onto the flange and attached it to the turbo, got the correct length to where when the 45 cut, it missed the actual cab, and it worked out perfectly. And once I got it positioned right, I welded that 45 to the flange in the correct orientation. That way my downpipe was built. On the Toyota, the exhaust is actually ran down the driver's side. So all your hangers from the Toyota are going to be on the driver's side. This turbo is mounted on the passenger side. So what I ended up doing was making a crossover to go to the driver's side. Now we're underneath the truck, and we're right up here where my downpipe come down right beside the transmission. So once that 45-degree piece of pipe that I had welded onto the flange is attached to the turbo, it come down to about where the clutch fork is, and then I got a 45-degree piece from my universal kit and attached it to there, in which gave it this turn to go underneath the transmission and in between the drive shaft for the 4-wheel drive. It's kind of tight, but I do get about 1 inch of space between the transmission and the drive shaft. I put a little bit more on the drive shaft just because it has more movement to it. If anything's going to move, this will move more, so I wanted to give it more space. We got a 45 that turned it that way, and then another 45 that turned it back straight to align it with the Toyota exhaust. That's not the Toyota exhaust, but that's how the Toyota was down the driver's side. So I basically, with a 45 and 290 degrees, I got it to come down from the turbo and go across underneath the transmission and back to a straight shot going towards the back on the driver's side. And now we're going to go to the driver's side, and I'm going to show you the rest of how I have it ran. From our 2 90s, we have the 90s welded together here, that way they can't move. And then I have it clamped here to continue back, and then it's also clamped to the bottom of our downpipe. From this clamp on, when I got back to this Toyota hanger, I cut off the Toyota exhaust and I welded it up to this factory Toyota hanger. I did have to weld it up to the side, and then we come back to there and I made a hanger to go hang up on another factory Toyota hanging point. I have just a axle dump installed currently, and my entire exhaust system is 2-inch. I could easily upsize it if I wanted to, but I bought a full 2-inch kit, which is what the factory Volkswagen downpipe is, a 2-inch. So that's why I bought that size, but you could easily buy a 45-degree 2-inch and then upsize it to 3-inch and run 3-inch back if you want to. I will say, if you're gonna run 3-inch, I would try to get over the transmission with 2-inch and then upsize it and you're straight all the way back, because 3-inch would probably not fit underneath your transmission and your drive shaft here. The 2-inch is pretty tight, about as tight as I would want it, so I would probably run 2-inch to here. I can always go back and attach 3-inch right here and go 3-inch all the way back if I want to. 2-inch is fine for me right now, but like I said, if I ever do redo it, I probably will do 3-inch, and I'll just come to here and run 3-inch all the way back. There's my exhaust system, nothing too crazy.
but I do have it ran all the way back. I wanted it to be, kind of a stock setup. If you buy a kit that has the 45s and 90s in it, it makes it a lot easier. You could take it to an exhaust shop, but you'd spend a lot of money. I only spent, I think, $150 for a 2-inch kit on Amazon. So with all those bins, I think it come with like 2 or 3 45s, 2 or 3 90s, and like a couple straight pieces. So definitely worth it and a lot cheaper. And then I said all you would need is a welder or clamps. You can clamp everything if you want to, but I welded a couple of mine and then added clamps. That way I could easily remove the exhaust if I ever need to do anything. So there's my exhaust.
All right, guys, so that concludes my exhaust setup. I know some of you guys may have been hoping for a little bit longer one. Maybe I had some ginormous stacks coming out of the hood, but unfortunately, I'm not that lucky. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope this helps you out in your TDI swaps and your exhaust setups. I know I couldn't find anything on exhaust setups. Most people run it straight up out of the hood, and I mean, I'm not that kind of guy. I just wanted it to go out of the back like a normal 75-year-old man. So that's what I did, and I hope this, like I said, I hope this helps you out. If you have any other questions, hit up the comments, let me know, and I'll try to answer as much as I can. We're gonna try to include the part numbers in this video. You should already see them for the exhaust kit that I got, if it's still on Amazon, because that's where I got it from, and you know how things are. As always, like and subscribe, and see you guys next time.